And I just smoked the front of it. It's a really good thing that we can't trash the car. Hello everyone, I'm CrypticFox, and welcome back to my shop. We're going to continue on with rebuilding cars today. We're on our third rebuild. And I thought today would be fun to tackle the Dodge Challenger. Now, we took care of the Charger the very first time we did a rebuild. I had to do that one in stages because I was still leveling up as I went. But I did manage to get a Dodge Challenger a while ago, and I think I'd like to work on that. But before we get into the rebuild, I'm going to take a jump over first to the Junkyard. We'll just do a quick check around to see if there's any wrecks we want to buy that we can bring back and add to our garage. We still have a fair amount of money. We're running at about $358,000, just under $360,000. So I'm not going to bother with like the stacks of parts and things. We're just going to go around and look at actual cars we might want to buy. This one, I don't think so. What is this? Katagiri Katsumoto. We don't want that. So it'd be kind of cool maybe if we could find, I don't know. I mean, so I got the 50s pickup truck that I was looking for the other day. This thing looks like a Pinto. I kind of want it just because I used to have one, or my mom had one when I was a kid. Salem Flamo. I think this might actually be a Pinto because, and it's, in which case it's kind of a funny name, because they had a tendency to blow up a little bit. Apparently, if the blinker was on or something, and they got rear-ended, they had a chance to explode. Which is, you know, maybe not the best thing that you would be looking for in a car. Oh, have we got a convertible here? I don't have a convertible yet, aside from, oh, the Bolt Reptilia. I have a Bolt Reptilia R2 in the garage. It's supercharged. But this was just the Bolt Reptilia, and it's convertible. I'm totally going to snag this thing. We'll add this. This will be car number 12. $9,671. Let's snag this thing. That's the first one of these I've actually seen. So that's pretty cool. We'll send it off to car parking because we're not going to work on it today. What do we got here? Bolt Cape. Not really worried about that too much. Okay, so this side, we managed to find at least one good car on this side. That's pretty sweet. Yeah, we've already got one of these in the garage, so I'm not going to worry about that. What about over here? Not too much left. Man, they've made some performance improvements in the game and stuff, but I find that the Junkyard is still definitely the one that performs the worst. It's kind of a little low on the frame rate performance here. So here's a nice Shelby Cobra, at least what's left of one. We restored one of these on stream last time, and if you didn't get a chance to watch the stream of that, you should go check it out. After we got it fully restored, we took it out to the racetrack and had a little bit of fun with it. Another El Camino, man. We had a little fun with it, and we had a big crash when we were on the racetrack, and we found ourselves outside of the track and racing around. It was actually pretty cool. It was good for a couple laughs anyway. Mazda RX-3, I don't think I want that. Pretty much all old cars and stuff you'll find out here. You can't find anything new in the Junkyard. Or newer model, anyway. Alright. Well, we got the Bolt Reptilia anyway, so we have a nice convertible we can restore. Let's head back to the garage. We'll grab the Dodge Challenger and haul it into the shop. We get to work on that. Alright, here's our Dodge Challenger, and it actually looks like it's in significantly better shape than it should be. I mean, I think they might have changed something about the way the cars come back to the garage, because for the first while when I was grabbing cars, I would bring them back, and they would look like just rusted heaps in the Junkyard, and then when you bring them back, the body seemed to get significantly better for some reason. You can see much better paint and everything on them. And now, when you grab a wreck, it looks something more like this. Here's the Bolt Reptilia we just grabbed. Still looking in significantly poor condition. And then over here is the 50s pickup we picked up. It's like a 58 or something. And it's still in really rough shape also. Here's the car we restored last time, the DC Typhoon or the Shelby Cobra. It's looking pretty sweet. That was a nice little car. But all these ones that I brought back earlier, you can see they don't seem to be as bad off as they should be. But let's get this thing sent back into the shop so we can get to work on it. Car price right now is $21,284. Global parts condition actually aren't in that bad of shape, and now there's the body, so maybe that's why it's looking like it's in a little bit better shape, where those other cars are maybe a little more rough. With any luck, with the global parts being as good as it is, we might actually have more pieces we can repair, so I'll have to buy fewer pieces, but we'll have to see. We're going to go through the same process on this one as we have on the previous cars. I'm going to pop in here, we'll get the... you know, I might as well just take the hood right off. We're going to need it off anyway as we go through the rebuild. Okay, so we can't take the starter off until we get underneath. We're going to have to rip out our gearbox and the drive axle here, the drive shaft, so that we can rip the engine out of this. And we'll also need to well, actually, it looks like we're missing a manifold on this side and the manifold on that side, so I don't have to disconnect the exhaust at least. Let's get this thing up in the air. We'll see if it has an oil pan in it. If it does, we'll have to haul the oil out of it, I suppose, before we can take the engine out. While that's going up, I'm going to grab our little engine crane. We'll pull this over. Oops, there we go. So that way we can pull the engine out. What have we got underneath here? Show me an oil pan. Oh, we do have an oil pan. Look at that. All right. That's pretty good. While I'm on here, I guess I'll grab the starter off. Some of the camera angles are a little wacky in here. Let's grab the drive shaft next. Then we can get the gearbox. We'll get the clutch and everything out of this sucker. Pull over the thing for changing the oil. We'll dump all the oil out of it so that we can get it off the, or get the engine out of the car, because it won't let you haul it out, of course, until you've taken the oil out. I mean, not that you would want to, because, I mean, if the thing's full of a bunch of nasty oil, you'd make an awfully big mess in your shop, I guess. Actually, that clutch plate's not looking like it's in that bad a shape. Or not the clutch plate, the clutch pressure plate. 48%, so that might be repairable. And same thing with the clutch plate. The flywheel, 36%. Man, this car is actually, of all the ones I've grabbed so far, this one seems to be in the best shape. I'm not going to complain too loudly about that. Let's get the oil out of this if there is any. Well, yep, don't need that. I guess I could have taken off. There's no oil in it. Which I guess I shouldn't be that surprised about since it's sitting in a junkyard. I mean, nobody's really worried about oil at that point. Let's grab the engine out here with the engine crane. So we have a nice empty engine compartment. We're going to get rid of this cooling here because the radiator's going to need doing. This battery's probably toast. Yeah, 40%. It's not, I mean, it's not the worst shape. We might actually just be able to repair it, which is good. Engine compartment's clean. Okay, throw a little engine on the engine crane over here. See what pieces this thing's missing, what we can repair, and what we can actually, we'll just have to take apart. I mean, first things first, we're going to strip this whole thing down. Just get everything off of here altogether. With any luck, the block will be in decent enough shape that I can fix it up to 100%, so I don't have to buy that. There are a couple parts in the engine that tend to be more expensive, like when you have to redo your block, or like purchase a new block and redo it, or the heads, unfortunately, tend to be kind of expensive. We'll just rip all this out of here. This power steering looks like it's pretty shot. 14%. I might be able to try to repair that. I don't know. Get everything out of here. Even like these little arms and stuff, we can repair those. That saves a little bit. And some of the parts aren't terribly expensive, but clip B. Wow, this one's actually even got the distributor on it. That's better than we had last time. So when we were working on the Shelby, looks like we're missing a clip there. When we were working on the Shelby, we didn't even have a distributor. I don't think. I had to get the whole thing. Now, it's probably safe bet the air filter shot in this since it's been sitting in a junkyard. What do we got here? Triple carburetor. That's interesting. This thing's going to be powerful. So the Dodge Charger, when we got it all finished up, I found it's actually kind of hard to control because, like, when you lay on the gas, there's no like partial on and off kind of thing. It's not like working a gas pedal. When you hit the button, you're just full on. And it doesn't take a lot for the car to start sliding around a little bit. Let's see what it's like with the Challenger, though. It should look pretty sweet. Let's get our head covers off of here. Show me a value here that says that I might be able to repair these. That would be great. 19%. That's not terribly promising. I got the parts that I was missing off the... oh, yeah. All the little rocker arms. Oh, man. Oh, no, wait. It's all over on assembly. Nice. So we won't have to do, like, every individual little rocker arm and push arm. We can just grab the whole assembly off of here. That's sweet. Oh, it's going to save so much time. We still have to do all the individual push rods, but at least in that little rocker scenario, we won't have to do a ton. Okay, we got the rocker arms and the push rods out of both sides. Let's, we have to get the spark plugs out, I guess, before we can pull the head off. I mean, it's a safe bet that obviously we're going to have problems with everything in here, but given that we're trying to restore the car all the way back to 100% anyway, it pretty much means you're either repairing or replacing every single part in the car. So, you know, as long as the parts are there and you get a shot at trying to fix them, that's pretty much all you can really hope for, because, you know, it's not like you're going to have any pieces that you can leave in the current condition anyway if you want to get the full restoration of the vehicle. Almost down to the block now. We still don't have the timing cover off. We just have to held that off the front. I think we'll still have the water pump on the front there too. Let's get over to the front here. We'll get this off. There's our water pump. Get our timing cover off. Actually, that looks like it's not in bad shape. We can probably fix that. I think there's another pulley here we need to yank off too. No, that's part of the block. Oh, sweet. Timing chain. 31%. Yeah, for the most part, you know, the stuff in here is not that bad of a shape. 35%. I think I might be able to repair a bunch of this. That'd be sweet. I think to avoid having to buy an excessive number of pieces. I mean, we end up with a pretty decent valued car anyway. I think by the time we finish, the value still ends up being better than what we spend on doing the full restoration. But it is nice when you can actually repair the pieces and get them put in. All right. I'm going to pull off all these caps in here. We'll get our pistons out, and then we'll head over to the repair table with all the pieces. And we'll see what it is that we can repair in here that might actually be salvageable. I mean, pistons and con rods are pretty much always something you can't repair in here. Yeah, that's the last of the engine. We can grab the block, and that'll let us now head over to our little repair bench. We'll see what we can fix over here. I'm really hoping that I can fix a lot of the pieces that were in there. That would be really good if we could. Intake manifold, that's in rough shape. So I'm just going to buzz through this really quickly, and then we'll just go through afterwards and find out what we were ultimately successful with and what we weren't. It takes too long if you go too slowly with this stuff. I think we were able to repair actually quite a bit there, so this will be really good. We'll get all our pieces back on. We'll start, of course, with the block. Ah, the block I didn't fix. Oh. Ah, drat. V8 overhead valve C. All right, that stinks. Of all the pieces I thought I would like surely get to repair, the block was one I was really hoping on, but let's try block. Oops, I hope if I could spell a little bit. V8 overhead valve C. $1,665 for the block. I guess it could be worse. I mean, if we end up having to do like both of the heads, that would unfortunately like really crank up the price. Our crankshaft we were able to repair. Pistons and con rods naturally we can't do. What about our crankshaft bearing caps? We need 3 of these. Those are in good shape. That's sweet. So we got those up to 100%. You know, I was never able to get the Dodge Charger all the way up to 100%. I'm still at 99%. The body condition, I was missing the mirror and the license plates that I had to put on it when we did a restoration. Even when I added those in, though, I still couldn't get it up to 100%. I don't know why that is exactly. Somebody was suggesting that there's like an oil cap or something, but when I tried searching in here for like oil cap or like radiator cap or radiator lid or whatever, they said it was a zero-cost item in here. But I just haven't been able to find it. Unless, actually, it never occurred to me, but I might even check the body parts instead, and we'll see. Maybe it's not in, like, the mechanical parts, which actually doesn't really make any sense, but maybe it's not in there, and we have to check, like, the body parts, maybe? Get our pistons and rings in here, and then I'm just going to take a quick check and see in our body spot shop if there happens to be something in here for an oil cap. Supposedly, it's like a no-cost item, but I don't even know how you would change it because you don't have the option to take the cap off. As soon as you try to take it off, you just automatically go into an oil change, so I don't know what the deal is. Nevertheless, we're at 100% on the body on the Dodge Charger now, 99% on the global mechanical components, and it looks like I'm not going to be able to get any higher unless I can figure out what the deal is. All right, so tell me we got all 8 caps. It looks like we got all 8 of the rod caps restored, which is good. We have all our new pistons purchased. I'm going to plug all these things in. Then we'll get our oil pan back on. Hopefully we're able to repair that too. Pistons are back in. We have all of our rod caps and our bearing caps back on. How about the oil pan? Yes, we were able to restore that, so that's one less thing to purchase. Now, granted, the oil pan's not exactly expensive, but anything I can put on this thing that I don't have to buy, I figure is a win. Now, let's flip this thing back over again so we can work on it from the other side. It's already looking pretty sweet. I like the color on this. It's kind of cool. Okay, tell me we fixed the engine heads. Only one. Oh, actually, no, there's... Wait a minute, where's the other one? I know I took 2 off. Is there an A and a B on this thing? I didn't think there was. Let's check the other side. Oh, look at that. Somehow I ended up with an extra one. Oh, you know what? It must have been one that I got from the Junkyard when we were out shopping around there last time looking for parts that we'd use to put together with the Shelby. There were a couple pieces that I snagged. Oh, you know, I didn't grab push rods, and I didn't think we'd restore those. No. All right, we're going to need 16 push rods. I probably should check which ones before I buy them. Ooh, good thing I did. V8 overhead valve F. So we need 16 of these. There we we go. It'd be nice if we could just type in the number on some of those things. Let's get all these valve push rods back in. We'll stick them back in both sides, and then we'll carry on with our rocker arms, and hopefully we're able to fix some of those. Okay, all our push rods are back in. The rocker arms, I was able to fix those. No, I couldn't fix them at all, so we're going to need 2 of those. Let's see, rocker. Not too bad a price, 126, so that's not really going to add significantly to our cost of the rebuild here. Oh, you know what? I completely forgot to pay attention to my dollar amount that I had available before I started the build. I kind of like to keep track a little bit and see... Oh, it looks like we're going to need another engine head cover. I like to keep track a little bit and see how much we spend on the actual rebuild so we get a sense of what kind of new value we drove in the vehicle, which, you know, it's just for novelty, and I don't think it definitely... an engine head cover. I don't think it necessarily makes a big difference, but... Oh, drat. What side was this? This was the B side, so I need the A side. Spin back over here. We'll get our rocker arms on this side. I mean, we had like 358,000, I think, but then I spent how much was it on that Corvette we bought, the Bolt Reptilia? Oh, look at that! I had an extra one of these too. I really need to check my inventory before I try to buy things. Manifold is in good shape. We got that all restored, which is sweet. We have a pretty fancy yellow engine in this thing. Carburetors, I don't know that I had any... No, I did restore them. Nice. So we have 2 of them there. I'm not sure about this middle one. Yep, that one's good too. Nice, nice. Okay, so good. That's actually a whole bunch of stuff we're not going to have to buy. And all these little parts would certainly add up. I mean, it's probably still a splash in the ocean compared to like the 358,000 we had to work with, but... Alright, let's go with... we'll probably need both the top and bottom of the air filter. It's the V8 overhead valve E I think we need for the filter, and then for our covers we're going to need the same pretty much. There's our cover. And then our base, round air filter base, 2 carbs. Gosh, what base do I need on this thing? Oh, here it is here. That's what I need. Nice. Perfect. Okay. Slap a new filter in here. This thing's looking pretty shiny and new now. Wow, this looks... Oh, that looks sweet. I don't know if I got this manifold fixed. I know, well, there's one of them. I think the other one might have been missing entirely, so we're just going to have to buy that one. I need 8 spark plugs, because I neglected to buy those parts when we were in there earlier. Alright, 8 plugs. Get all these in, and then what do I have to do? So I think the other side we're going to need to get a manifold for there. It's going to be an awfully yellow engine. Okay, all our plugs are in. I got the second manifold. We have that strapped on the side now. So I guess that's actually... It wasn't the manifold I needed. It was actually the front exhaust pipe that was missing down below. I didn't have to deal anything with. Did this fix the distributor? We did not. I should probably grab the rotor at the same time, although with my luck, I actually managed to fix it this time. Nevertheless, I'm sure it'll come in handy even if we did. I didn't pay attention to which cap this thing needs. So we'll slap all this together. Did we fix the rotor? We did. I wasted a couple dollars. Distributor cap. It's fine. We have one of the 2 clips, so I'm going to need a clip B in order to finish closing this thing off, because it just didn't have the other one, I don't think. Let's see if we have one in the inventory. We don't. Okay, clip B's all set. We'll get that on there. Now, ignition wires, V8, overhead valve, D. $63. That's not so bad again. Most of the parts I've had to replace in here have been the cheaper ones, aside from the block. That was a pretty hefty charge. Ignition coil, we didn't have it all. We need to put our camshaft back in so that we can put on our timing cover. Oh, I didn't fix the camshaft either. That stinks. Let's see. Camshaft, V8, overhead valve, C. There we go. Slide that nicely back in there. Cam gear I probably didn't repair either. Of course not. V8 OHV. All right. the cam gear, the timing chain are back on, so we can put on our timing cover, which I didn't fix. Oh man, with a 95% fix rate, you'd think I would have a little better success at fixing these things. V8 OHVC, I think is the cover we need for this. You could probably just go by the color of the paint, I guess. I did not yet get an oil filter, so we'll have to put that in. Did we fix the pump? Yep, pump's in good shape. It's back at 100. This pulley that's down here we're probably going to need to replace. The crankshaft pulley. Yep. So crankshaft pulley and water pump pulley we're going to have to do. Minor cost for those at least. Water pump pulley, we got that on there. Crankshaft pulley, there we go. Get that in. These little arms that are on here, did I fix those? I did not. Arm B and arm A. All right, there's the one. $4. Oh, they're breaking the bank on these things. What about this one? $5. This one's got even less metal in it, and it's more expensive. Funny how that works. Okay, that'll give me the ability to put on our power steering pump, which is also shot. Grr. Did we fix the alternator? Tell me we can slap the alternator in here. We did. Nice. All right, power steering pump V8 overhead valve F. Okay, we're golden there. These belts are going to need doing. So serpentine belt A and B. Let's see. Serpentine belts A. Let me see. V8 OHVC, I think is what we're going to need. I wish I would save what I typed in already, so I don't have to type the whole thing out again. Okay, we got all the belts back on. I think if we put on... Actually, we got our fan on here. Oh, radiator fan B is toast. It's toast. $300 for a fan. Jeez. Probably a good thing I'm getting a discount. So with the skills that I've put in on my leveling up, I think I've got like a 10% discount now when I buy parts, which is good. Oil filter V8, and then the engine will be ready to go back in. Here we go. Naturally, it's the yellowy oil filter. I feel like that doesn't quite match the rest of the color of the engine, but alright, whatever. Okay, so there she is. The engine's all finished. She's looking pretty sweet. Oh, nope. I don't have a fuel filter on it. And I don't happen to have it in my inventory, oddly enough. Alright, now she's finished with our free-flying fuel filter. Funny how that works. Alright, we got the engine off of here now, so we can put it back in their car. Show me the goods. Put that back in. Oh yeah, that's gonna look sweet. Alright, we don't need this crane anymore, so I'm gonna send this thing back over to where it belongs in the shop. And then we'll get into the engine compartment here. We need to put that brake servo back in. And I did repair it, so that's good. I think we repaired the radiator also. Yes. It's looking good. All right. Oh, the battery. Right. So the battery, we've got this fancy charger thing over here, so we can repair batteries now, which is pretty cool. I mean, this is a little strange. You can't exactly do this in real life. Is it repairing it? I think we're good. It's kind of a weird setup, but whatever. You just sort of stick it on there. It does like an ultra fast charge, which apparently just brings the battery right back to 100% life. Which I'm pretty sure is not the way real life works, but that's okay. I guess there's a variety of things you can kind of nitpick at this game if you wanted to, but that's actually cool that you can at least repair it. Okay, so the engine's all finished. We have a lot of work to do on the undercarriage. We're going to have to rip this whole thing apart now. Fix what we can. Replace what we can't, and then we'll have to get started on the body. Let's see, suspension. Oh, these wheels look grody. I mean, it should look bad. It's been sitting in a junkyard, but I find actually doing the suspension parts so much more tedious than dealing with the engine, because the engine's all kind of like in one place. So you're taking it apart. You don't have to move around a lot. You can at least get it on the engine stand, so you can rotate it and do what you want to do with it without having to do anything really funky. But Whenever you're working on the suspension, you end up like moving all over the place into the car. There's all these different dependent connections you have to take apart before you can do anything. It's kind of tons of fun. Get this lower arm off of here. Looks like pretty much the whole suspension up here is going to be shot. I may or may not be able to repair any of these parts. Grab our bushings out of here because I know I'm going to need to. Save an extra trip back to this side of the car. Actually, while I'm over here, I could probably take out our exhaust here too. All this is ultimately going to have to come out anyway. No, we didn't want to come all the way back here. Alright, we're back here now. I guess we'll take out the back part. Nope. Brake drum first. Wow, those shoes actually look like they're in good shape. 60%. That's probably the best. That cylinder looks good too, but I think it's just the cylinders don't really reflect the condition very well. Seems like when they're toast, you get like a little bit of rust on them, but if they're even moderately okay, they just don't show the rust at all. It's kind of weird. Get our leaf spring off back here. You know, I didn't even check to see if we had a fuel pump in this thing. That might be a good idea. Leaf spring bolts. Get our leaf spring plate off of here. And lastly, our shock absorber. Okay, good. So I'm going to rip off the other side over here that's basically the same thing. And then repeat the front end on this side, which again is the same as the side we already took off. And then we'll get over the bench and see what parts we can fix. And then have to get all this sort of stuck back together again. Okay, the suspension is totally ripped out of this thing now. It's just a big body with an engine in it. We'll head over to the repair bench and see what we can fix. I mean, there was a lot of pieces in there that looked like super rusted, so I don't know that we're going to have a whole lot of luck with repairing too much of the undercarriage of this thing. We'll just buzz through here quickly and see what we end up with. I think I actually had a chance to repair more on that than I thought I would. Hopefully, we'll do pretty well here overall. So I think I'm going to start here first with our cross member and see if we fix that. We did. Nice. Do I have any bushings? Did I stock up on those? I do have a few. We're definitely gonna have to buy more. I'm pretty sure it takes more than a few bushings to put this together. I think I only have enough bushings for this cross member, and then we'll have to get more. Come on, get over here. That on. I want to make sure these are all on 100% because I want the global condition of the car to get as close to 100% as we can, and hopefully we can actually get there this time. We did with the Shelby Cobra, or the DC Typhoon, whatever you care to call it. Just wish I could have with the Dodge Charger. I still need to figure that out. Okay, so we actually managed to fix the steering knuckle. I'm surprised about that. It was a pretty rough shape. I didn't think we were going to be able to. All right, so here's where we're going to need more bushings. And we're going to need another upper suspension arm. I feel like I should get a bulk discount on bushings. Buy so many of them. All right. It's looking good. Nice and shiny under here already. Lower suspension arm, again, more bushings. I think I fixed the steering rack, which is good. Oh, the shock absorbers I definitely won't have fixed. They're not really ever fixable. Neither was the front sway bar. Okay. That's good to know. Let's go front sway bar B. There we go. Steering rack, I think I fixed that. Yes, I did. Tie rods I pretty much never get done, so I'm going to might as well just grab all these right now. Need 2 inners and 2 outers. There we go. Okay, I think that's it for the suspension on this side, aside from the covers and things. Wheel hub. No, we fixed one of the wheel hubs, but we did not fix the other. This bearing I probably did not fix. I did not. I didn't notice whether it was a wheel hub. I guess there's only one type, one front wheel hub type. Okay, so we'll grab with that, and we're going to grab 2 of these wheel hub bearings. So we'll be ready to do the other side also. Down there. There's no way I managed to fix this disc. Wheel hub caps, I should have grabbed those too, I guess. There we go. Ventilated disc, show me the goods. Nope. Nope, nope, nope. Okay, we got our discs now. Pads are going to be shot. Yeah, I should have bought those too. I guess the only thing I could really possibly have fixed in here is the caliper, but I don't know. My luck with fixing calipers has for some reason not been very good, even with a 95% repair rate. Nice, we did fix one. Sweet. Okay, I'm not going to bother with the wheel because we still have to deal with that. I also need to deal with this this dual wishbone shock absorber. I'm not even going to plan to try to fix it. Whoops. There we go. Double wishbone. That's what we need. We'll need the caps as well. 2 of these. And we're going to need 2 front springs. Nice. Okay. I'm going to go put these back together. And I guess while this is happening, I could probably start taking things off, the wheels off the rims too. Okay, we got all 4 of the wheels off. We have our wishbone shocks put back together. Just gonna check and see if I can fix the rims. Ooh, we got a chance. Let's see how many of those we actually managed to fix. Nice, we fixed all 4 of the rims, so we don't have to buy any of those. That's a good savings. Okay, so we do need some rubber though, because you really can't fix the rubber. And for these, we're going to need race tire B. Which I can't see because I'm blind. There it is there. Race tire B. These ones are R15s. So we're going to need 225 60-15s. And I did double check that it's the same size tire for every side. Actually, 4 of these isn't going to cost as much money as I thought it might. 32.68. I mean, that's still a fair chunk, but not as much as it could be. Ultimately, I may want to change this around so we have like a different size tire on the back, so we have something that might have a little bit more grip to it. Because I have a feeling it's going to be pretty greasy, same as the Dodge Charger was, but you know, we'll find out, I guess. Okay, we have the new rubber on our restored rims, and they're all balanced and ready to go. We have our new shocks ready to go, so I'm going to put the shock on this side. So that we have this side all finished, and we'll get our wheel back on here as well. It's nice. Oh, wait a minute, I forgot I have to do a front end. Oh, look at that. Sway bar front end link B. I need 2 of those. Almost overlooked that piece. Forgot I couldn't put that in there until we had the shock in. Okay, I think that is it for the suspension parts on this side of things. Front exhaust section. I wonder if I should grab 2 of these while I'm at it. Alright, front exhaust section, V8 OHVD, I think is what I need. Please be right. Yep, we're good. Okay, so we can stick that on there, that's good. We got our wheel on this side. Oh, no, the view angle was all wrong. I messed up my little star pattern. Okay, so the front left side is all finished now. Let's go do the rear left side here. Actually, I'm going to have to put this whole thing back in. Here. Drive axle. Yes, we fixed the drive axle. Nice. Okay, that's a good savings. What were leaf springs? Leaf springs are good. Knuckle. Oh, we fixed one of them. We're going to have to buy one more. Same thing with the plates. Leaf plate at the bottom. U-bolts are in good shape. Yeah, we actually fixed a lot in the back here. That's good. I did rip out the fuel tank and the fuel filter when we were back here, too. I was actually surprised that it had a fuel filter in it. A little bit, anyway. It was in terrible shape, naturally, but I was actually surprised it was there at all. Did we fix the cylinder? No, we fixed one of them, but not the other. Brake shoes, we fixed that. Brake drum, I don't think we could fix. Couldn't. Oddly enough. Always strikes me a little bit weird, because it seems like there are parts in this car you can fix that don't make any sense, but the brake drums, I know I've milled brake drums before. Okay, that's all set. We need our rear shock absorber B, because I don't think we can fix those. Nope. Rear shock absorber B, we're going to have 2 of these. After we get the shock absorber in, we're going to need to put in our bushings. Because the car just wouldn't be good without bushings. There we go. All right, how do we do on exhaust? I don't think you can really repair the exhaust parts too much. No, rear muffler E's. We need 2 of those. There we go. No, that's F. There's the E's. Grab 2 of these. This thing's gonna look pretty sweet when it's all finished. Okay, what am I missing here? Middle mufflers. Again, you can't fix middle mufflers. Front exhaust pipe. Nope. Alright, I'm gonna grab these so we can get them slapped in. Alright, I think we've got all of our exhaust ready here now. Oh, we can target something here. There we go. Middle muffler on each side. Need our front exhaust pipe. We gotta put the gearbox back in this thing. I still forgot about that. I wonder how our starter is. I didn't notice whether I was able to repair that or not, because it kind of buzzed through everything really quickly. Let's go up here and get our gearbox in. Whoa! Not the view I was looking for, but that's kind of cool. I can see the inside of the engine. That's a view a mechanic would pay for, I think. Okay, did we fix the flywheel? No, we didn't. It actually wasn't in that bad of shape, but I guess it's just some stuff you can't fix. Okay, flywheel. I think we got a chance to fix the clutch plate and the clutch pressure plate. Clutch plate's good. Pressure plate we did not fix. I really hope we could fix the gearbox in this. It looked like it was in really rough shape, so I don't know whether it even gave me a shot. Again, it's just one of those things where I go through it so quickly that... We did! Yes! Nice! Again, another good cost savings. What about our starter? Show me the magic. Yeah. Alright, starter's good. What about our drive shaft? Did we fix the drive shaft? We did. 100% there, too. That's good. Oh, yeah, this is looking really nice. Alright, so we have our whole drivetrain basically set up there, at least for one side. Get our tire back on this side, too, while we're at it, I guess. Alright, that whole side's done. I'm going to put together the suspension on the other side, and then we'll come back and do the body. Yeah, I think we have the whole suspension finished now. I put in a new fuel tank. The fuel filter we were able to fix, or sorry, the fuel pump rather, we were able to fix, so I was able to just stick that back in instead of having to buy a new one, which is cool. And I'm pretty sure all the mechanical components on the car are now finished. Show me that global rating. Yes, global parts condition, 100%. So we've got it all mechanically sound now. Now the issue is just that the body's in an awful shape, so we're going to have to strip the whole body off this thing. We'll repair what parts we can that way. Parts we can't repair, we'll end up buying. We can't repair glass at this point. I think you might be able to repair glass if you can get up to like level 35 or something, but I'm still sitting at level 30 because I just haven't been doing any more jobs. I've been focusing on doing like repairs and stuff instead. Once we get all the parts off of here, we'll bring over the welder and that'll let us fix the body. Our rear bumper off of here. License plates. Okay, I think oh, there's a fender left up here. Any glass in this back here? Nope. Okay, so the body's... well, the body is what it is. It's not a good shape. Oh, we got headlights here we can take out, too. What about the bumper? Can we get that? Yes, we can. Can't take out the grill, though, of course. All right, so let's go here and see what parts we can. There are no items to work with. Well, doesn't that just beat all? So of all the parts I took off, I had none that I could actually try to fix. That's great. I wonder if they fixed it, and maybe the intention was that you weren't supposed to be able to fix that stuff until you got to level 35, and I've just gotten lucky up to this point. Who knows? They've done a bunch of patching, so I mean, since release they've done quite a bit to try to make the game, you know, a little bit better performing. $1,000. That is all fixed. Look at that. It's looking pretty sharp now. Sort of a flat green color, which isn't great, but we'll deal with that when we get into the paint bay. All right. Parts we need. Parts. We're gonna have to buy everything, I guess. Dodge Challenger. Okay, good. There's only one version of this, so I don't have to worry about versions, but I'm gonna go through and buy all the parts that are in here, and then we'll go and stick them back on the car. That was a fairly expensive shopping trip, but we do get all the parts we need, so we can start getting all this glued back together now. Look at that. The hood I had was at 95%, and it didn't give me a shot to try to fix it. They must have done some sort of a patch or something, maybe, to make it so you can't fix body parts before you're supposed to be able to. Because I thought I had to get to level 35 before And yet I was in a position where I could repair things. And I just can't do it now. That stinks. I was kind of enjoying that newfound ability there. But I guess it just wasn't meant to be. Alright. So when we get this all finished, I guess we'll have to decide on a color we're going to paint it. I mean, I do like black. We do have the Dodge Charger as black, too, though. I don't know whether I should go with a different color just because it's a different car at this point. When you load into the game, actually, there's a Dodge Challenger that they show right at the beginning that it does look really sharp in black, and I do like black on cars, so I think that's probably the direction I'm going to go. Oh, you know what? I need to get license plates. I did forget to get these last time. I don't want to forget this time. Let's make this car from, I don't know, Alabama. Those plates look neat. Got 2 Alabama plates for our Dodge Challenger. Oh, look at that. I accidentally switched out of it. That's what we want. Alabama. Actually, this thing had plates on it already. I guess I could have just put the original ones back on. That'll learn me. Yeah, well, whatever. The Alabama plates look cool. Okay, so we still need to put mirrors on these. I can't forget those the way I did last time. That was sort of a nuisance. I got bombarded by comments over the parts that I forgot to put in. Oh, come on. There we go. Left door window. We need to put right door window and then the right side mirror on here. Oh, there is no right side mirror. Isn't that interesting? Check our body condition now. Global body condition. The bench. 74%. Oh, because I haven't done the interior yet. Okay. Interesting. Alright, I'm going to send this back over by the shop door. We'll detail the inside of it. We'll do some seat replacement. Replace the steering wheel in it. So those can be all nice and sharp. That two-tone color is amazing. It's looking awesome. We don't want to sit on this thing. We do want to rip it apart, though. Let's get this out. Get our bench out. Front seat. And the steering wheel. That's a pretty sharp-looking steering wheel, actually. And we can go back into assembly mode so we can get all this in. So there's our steering wheel. Front left seat. Oh, look, they were in such good shape. That's so weird. I wonder if maybe this was something I found in a barn, and for some reason I thought it was in the junkyard. I'm not sure, but it was in really good condition, though, anyway. Okay. Car's all finished. Let's check our parts condition now. Global body, 99%. The body is still showing 87%. Why is that? I just repaired the body. Why is it showing 87%? I know what the issue was. I forgot to do the interior detailing kit. This should probably fix up the body. So we'll send this over to lift 1 where I move the car. Pay myself $100 to clean up the inside of my own car, which again makes no sense at all to me. So that interior detailing should polish it off. Show me the goods. 100%. Yes. So 100% for both global body and global parts. It still looks really ugly because it's not painted up, but we'll take care of that immediately. We got a fancy new paint job on this thing. Okay, so I guess the question remains, what color should we paint this? I do like the black, so I'm kind of leaning towards the black. I think we're going to go with... set the factory color. Do like a matte undercoat, maybe. I don't know if this makes any difference at all. And then we'll just kill this off. We'll go to metallic. Let's see what kind of livery we have for this thing. All right, I think I'm gonna go with the. I'm gonna go with the stripe down the middle. I think. Let's paint the car this way. See how this looks. That's pretty cool looking. I kind of like that. It's just on the hood. I mean, it doesn't cover the whole thing. And actually, the rest of the body still looks like a very flat black color. It's so weird. Can't get like a really glossy kind of black on this for some reason. I don't know if it's maybe just like my video settings or it's the actual like paint job that puts on the car. This seems to be the nicest we can get. Let's jump in here. We'll start up the engine. You know what? Aha, I almost forgot again. It's become a tradition. I almost forgot to put oil in the car again. Let's do that first. All right, she's oiled up. Let's find out if we missed any parts putting this together. If we try to take it out to the track and see how she runs, we'll find out soon enough. If I forgot anything, unfortunately. Let's start the car. Sounds good. Looks good. Oh, this is gonna be sweet. Let's take this thing for a spin on the racetrack. Well, I'm driving once again with the keyboard, so I feel like we'll be lucky if we don't if we don't make a mess of this car. But it's a good thing we can't wreck the body. Oh, look at that! That even sounds awesome. So we ricochet off the walls. All right, let's maybe try to turn it just a little bit. Got too enamored with looking at the front of the car. Let's maybe work on driving it instead. Oh, wow. All right, so I'm handling it. It handles slightly better than the Dodge Charger does, even with the keyboard. Oh, let's set it into a little slide into the wall. However, if you're going around a corner and you step on the gas, you get the full throttle immediately. There's no partial acceleration here, which whips the back end of the car around, unfortunately. Pretty sweet though. I like how this turned out. Another car we can add to our garage as a finished model, along with our Dodge Charger and the DC Typhoon. I think when we come back next time, I'm gonna do the 1950s pickup. That thing looks pretty sweet. And I just smoked the front of it. It's a really good thing that we can't trash the car. I'd spend a lot of time fixing my cars after driving them. No professional driver here. Anyway, thanks everyone for watching the video. We hope you enjoy these and we'll come back and check out some more. This, of course, was our Dodge Challenger rebuild. I'm pretty sure it was from the junkyard. It might have been from a barn. I don't know. The parts were in pretty good condition. Nevertheless, looks pretty sweet when she's all finished. Liking that a lot. And I'm not paying attention to the driving again. Hope you'll come back and check out some more. I'm, as always, CrypticFox. I'll see all of you next time.